What up, y'all? Episode 8, right? Now, this video definitely gonna be one on ones, y'all. Definitely like, subscribe, comment, share. Cause I was pondering when I was at the gym, and I'm like, what should my next video be about? And I'm like, you know what? I have been going to a lot of networking events like this past year, and I'm like, this is a perfect time to talk about it because I'm actually gonna go to InvestFest in a few weeks. So, and I know someone else is probably going to be joining InvestFest too. So I say, you know what, this probably can be a good video for someone that's either learning how to network or already networking, right? Like you can never know too much information about just networking because this is really how you just open doors to that next stage in life. So why networking really matters. Now, we all heard that saying, right? It's not what you know, but it's who you know, right? And it's so true. Like, even with myself, like I'm just thinking about like all the jobs I had got is because I knew somebody, right? Even the current job I got right now is because I knew somebody. Like, so I graduated from college, and you think you're gonna get an internship or you're gonna just go on one of these job platforms and get a job. Sometimes it might not go your way, but if you know someone that is higher up at a job, they can just get you in, right? So connections are very important. How you treat people is very important. How you carry yourself is very important, right? And why networking matters is it's just because like the exposure, right? Like every time I go to a networking event, like I just get stretched, and I learn some different stuff. I get exposed to different stuff. Why? Because you're meeting people that have different backgrounds than you, and that are doing different stuff than you, right? But they're making money. So it's just like, for prime example, when I went to Afrotech like a week ago, and it was basically just like a networking event with people that work in tech. Now, I don't work in tech, but I just wanted to get exposed, right? Just to see what are these people thinking, what jobs are they having, right? And a lot of people, man, are doing their thing, right? So that just exposed to me like people who are like these engineers, like they trying to make their own company, right? So it really just like exposed me. So that's one thing I can really say is just like it will expose you and stretch you. All the networking events, right? So definitely take that leap of faith. Definitely go to networking events. Definitely step out of your shell. Now, if you're like an extrovert, then you're good. But if you're like an introvert, then you probably got to work on that because this is a skill that can help you, right? Meeting people is a great skill because they can open doors that you can't, or they know some people that can open doors that you can't, right? So that's very important. Now, before you go to network, few things, right? Like just a few things. Come your best. Like if you got a suit, throw a suit on. If you got nice slacks, your shirt, throw that on, right? Or if you got like, or if you're a woman and you got like a nice, business casual outfit, wear that. Like this is the time where you supposed to come like haircut, looking fresh, looking clean, nails trim, breath is on point. Feel me? Like hands not sweaty, hands are like moist and stuff. Like so, you really want to make sure that you have all those things because that's very important when you're networking. Like when you're meeting new people, making sure that you have a good attitude, making sure that you leave whatever that you're going through, leave that at the door, right? Leave that at the door when you come to networking because like your body type, your body energy is everything, right? Like people look at that. People look at that. And you also want to have like business cards or you want to have like some type of digital business card, right? Because you want people to, follow you on some type of social platform, right? Because now a lot of people use LinkedIn. A lot of people use just hey, just follow me on IG. So you just want to be ready for whoever you come to with, right? That you have all your social platforms, readied up. Because I remember one time I'm networking last week and I'm getting people information and I forgot I didn't even have LinkedIn downloaded. I'm like, bro, what? So it's like, so, but I didn't miss like the like the person, but it's just like just that timing is everything, right? You want to make sure that boom, boom, it's just an easy connect. Once you're connecting with someone, and also once you do get that connect, like if y'all do follow each other up on like social media platforms, hit that person back up like, yo, it was great connecting with you. Let's definitely stay in touch, right? Especially if that person has value in them, right? Like if you trying to go somewhere and then like this person has value and you have value yourself, and right, so like that's the whole point of networking, so you can just bring value to people. And I mean, I like it, man. Like, and oh, another thing too, I would say, always come early to a networking event. Like, this theory has, like, I'm telling you, like, it's undefeated. Like, because every time I go early to a networking event, like last year I went early to Invest Fest, and I met some great people, met some really good connections, and then I remember when I went to this networking event, um, networking at night. I had went there early, and I had met some good people. And then I went to the networking event. I just came back from like a week ago or so, and I really met some cool people. Like that first like hour, like that really like that first hour, man. If you can get her, because all right, let's just say if the event started at like 6, I would try to arrive, like try to be in the door at like 6:05, no later than 6:15, right? Because now you're meeting people, well, like you're seeing other people who like came early to event, and those be the good connections. And I'm not saying that if people come late they're not a good connection, but if you meet someone early at a networking event, and like that's already breaking the ice for you to talk to someone too, right? Like, so if you come in early with a person, you already got a connection right there. So it's all about just maximizing like the connections, right? Like if you get eye contact with a person, shoot, say what's up, right? But I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna talk about that. Now, having your elevator pitch before you go to a network event is so vital, right? And if you're not familiar with an elevator pitch, it's basically you telling the other person about yourself in 30 seconds, right? You're telling them what do you do. Uh, I would add like a little hobby in there, and basically also add to like what value can you bring, right? So that's very important in networking. Value, 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 value. And you want to make sure you have this. You want to make sure like you practice like your elevator pitch, right? Because just how it is with like Instagram, you'll see something the first 5 seconds, it's trash. That's the same how it is when you're talking with someone, right? So that first 30 seconds, especially if you got like good tone, good posture, right, and you're confident in what you're saying, then right, that's a good elevator pitch. So this is important too. Now, having business cards, having looking fly, that's cool, but having that elevator pitch is very important too, right? Because that's basically, you don't really have that much time. Like there's a lot of people in the room. Sometimes some people just want to just vibe you out, see what you're doing. Sometimes people want to go all around the room to get their money's worth, which is understandable, right? So you only got 30 seconds, right? So make sure that you just bring like that good energy, good vibe, leave everything that's going on at the crib, right? And yeah, and I was also take I said I will also mention too, like it's okay to go to networking events by yourself, cuz I typically go to networking events by myself. I actually like going to networking events by myself. Now I have went with like my boys, and like I had went with network events like that, but I just feel like I don't know, like I just like it by myself, right? Like I just meet like the most connections with, um, more, more, more open into, right? I feel like two people is max. Like someone can come up to a person, two people, but like three or four, that like that's a lot. So, but I just like to just go on my own because I get there early and I leave maybe probably like 40 minutes to an hour before the event, right? Because really, man, I'm there to network. Like, I'm there to meet some good connections. I'm there to get exposed, and I'm in there to be stretched, right? Like that's my whole point of every networking event. Like meet great connections, be exposed, be stretched, come out different, right? Not so much females, right? And I know that people be saying that like networking events are like the new hookups. I mean, that's not really bad because if you are looking for like a young lady or if you are looking for like a young man, I feel like the best place would be is a networking event. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with meeting. Like, if you see someone cute and you want to meet with them, like that's way better than you meeting them at a club. At least you know they doing something. Like if they can take time out their busy schedule to go to a networking event, like that should already tell you like that person is serious about their life. Like like so it's already like that just shows you. But I never go to a network event to like, all right, let me see what kind of girls I can get. Like that's last. Like that's last. Like for real. Like cuz once people see how you carry yourself and how you moving around, like bro, they going to come to you. So I never just go to a network event off trying to hook up, right? I personally like the networking events with the workshops, right? Now, those be out of state. Like I live in Michigan. I know like some be in Atlanta, some be in Houston, like with them workshops. I haven't really seen some in Michigan yet that have workshops. It's mainly just meet and greets, like just basically like that. But those are my favorite workshops because you're learning, getting that exposure. That's the whole point of networking. You're meeting new people and you are getting exposed to different stuff. Now, this is a good one. Okay? Networking anxiety. All right? Now, there may be people that are introverts, and that's okay too, because people that are introverts, they can do good at networking too. Even extroverts may have a little trouble networking because they're like, oh man, I've been talking all day. That's some extroverts, right? Now I'm talking about myself. Now I would say I am an extrovert, but then it will be times where I would be like, all right, man, I'm just ready to chill. Like prime example. Sometimes I'll be an extrovert at the gym, and then sometimes I'll be an introvert. Like sometimes I come in there with my headphones in. I'm just ready to work out. Really just trying to dominate the muscle today. Sometimes I might come in, right? So, but when it comes to networking, you always want to have positive energy, y'all. When you come to networking, you always want to have positive energy, right? You smiling, you happy, and we have to get over like being nervous and like prideful, right? Now, if someone gives you like eye contact, or if you're sitting next to someone, or if you're at the open bar and you're getting drinks, say hey, what's up? Like a simple hey, what's up? What's your name? What do you do? That's it, right? So we got to break that barrier of like not talking, because if you pay money to be at a networking event, your goal is to be get 10 connections at that event or more. Like that's just the limit, right? Like that's just a bar. If you can get 10 connections leaving the networking event, I feel like you had a successful networking event. Anything more, that's phenomenal. But that should be the goal, right? To get 10 connections, and I don't care who it is, right? Like, and if a person is stuck up, it's okay. Or if you talk to a person and like they wasn't feeling your vibe, guess what? You're in a whole room with a whole different other people. So it's okay. Like you have to learn how to shake that off. Like that's what's in sales. That's why sales is so important for everyone, because let's just say if you talk to a customer and you give your pitch and they're like, nah, I'm good. You can't let that get to your head. You gotta bypass that and move on. That's the same thing with networking, right? Like you ain't gonna always meet glamorous people that are just happy, smiling, right? But your goal is just your goal, because you can only control what you can control. So if you can go in and have a positive attitude, right? Looking clean, looking sharp. You got your digital business cards or physical business cards. You got your elevator pitch, and right? Like that's like those are the successful steps right there to having a good networking event, right? So, and we gotta get out the pride too, because right, like, or just nervous, like just break that ice. Now I see that there be like a lot of open bars at networking events. Now I don't recommend this, but I'm noticing how not all people are extroverts. So some people need to get something just to get them going, which I understand, right? But if you need that to get you going, I mean, long term health effects, yeah, but I mean, you probably gotta just do what you gotta do, man, to have a good time, cause that's what some people use just to break that ice. And I get it, right? Like that just comes with practice. You're not gonna go to your first network event and be all Mickey Mouse Clubhouse in there. Like I get it, but as you gradually start going and going, and you see how like these network events are similar, and people are trying to level up just like you, and people want to talk, but sometimes people can't break that ice. So if you could come in there and break that ice, you'll be you'll be straight. Now this is definitely a quick video, right? So it's not gonna be long. Like it ain't gonna be no long 30 minutes, 15 minutes video about networking. But I just wanted to show you, well, show y'all, tell y'all that it is super important networking. Get out there, network. Don't just get rich by yourself. You need people in order to get to that next level. Network, meet people, go out, expand your business, expand your mind, right? That's how you're going to get to that next level. 10x, 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 10x. So, yeah, y'all, I hope this video did y'all some justice. Definitely like, definitely comment, definitely subscribe. Definitely let me know what type of videos y'all want to hear next, right? So we're going to keep this thing going, y'all. So, peace.